All right, Scott, I'm in a house in Hampton. This is the first time I've ever seen this. I don't know if you've seen this before. This is kind of strange. So our kitchen is like, so this is the actual house. Like the house ends here, but they did a little DIY add-on that's like looks terrible. Like you can still see up into the light. There's like a crack right there. But anyways, so the gutter of the house, like the gutter, like it's still a gutter, but the gutter goes straight into the sink. So they just they extended their kitchen. They just did a drain off right into the sink. Have you seen that before, or is this just me? Because I think this is like absolutely like crazily insane.
I want to meet this guy.
But we're buying this house. We like it a lot. So
Good morning, Hampton Roads. How's everybody doing today? And welcome to Virginia's only local real estate investing podcast. I'm your host, the founder of the Master Investor Academy and author of my best-selling book, Work Just Gets in the Way of Making Money, Scott Jelinek. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, properties you'd like to sell, anything you'd like to discuss right here on the podcast, go ahead and text me at 757-699-4227. And if you have not done so already, go ahead and subscribe to this podcast or this channel if you are in fact on YouTube, and leave me a rating and review. I'd greatly appreciate it. And let's also, I forgot to tell you, when you leave a review on the podcast, providing you're local, try and leave a review on the podcast, and then any information you may have about yourself and contact information, as we're trying to use that to build a buyer's list as well, because reviews on the podcast are all exposed, they're all public. So we're trying to build as many people we can and make it a public buyer's list for everyone to use. So how's everybody doing today? I still have a few spots left for this small event I'm doing at the end of January. It's going to be January 30th and 31st. I still have a few spots left. We are going to go over everything that you need to do and need to know if you are getting started in real estate, as far as marketing, wholesale, rehab, rentals, raising private money, and slow flips. And this is going to be January 30th and 31st. Well, there's only going to be 10 people there because we all have to be distanced, and we have small gathering sizes right now. But there are still a few tickets left. They're $297. If in fact you're interested in attending, go ahead and text me at 757-699-4227, and I will send you the information and get you signed up. Look forward to it. It's going to be a good time. We haven't had an actual live event since last February. And it's all been because of the restrictions. But finally, I'm like, you know what? Let's just do a small event. We'll see what happens. So yesterday, I had to show the door. I closed on my very first wholesale deal of the year. And I had to, I think I told you guys yesterday, I sold it to my buyer was blind. It wasn't actually blind, but he bought it blind. He never actually saw the property. He had to buy it based on what I told him. And so yesterday I went over there and met him, opened the door for him, and did a walkthrough with him. Everything went well. I actually recorded everything. I was going to post it for you today, but my check's not ready today since the seller was out of the area. He had to FedEx the docs, so they're not actually going to record it. They're recording it today, so the checks won't be ready till tomorrow. And so I'm going to make it all into one video for you if you guys do, in fact, watch the YouTube channel and not just listen to the podcast. So that was yesterday. Today, I have a great appointment in Magic Hollow. If any of you are working an appointment in Magic Hollow, just let it go. Just let it go. I'll take care of it for you. So I got a really good appointment today in Magic Hollow. Crossing my fingers on it. I'm going to let you know how it goes. I like that area. We do a lot of deals out there. And I'm hoping something turns with that. So I wanted to tell you about a funny, I guess you'd call it a text, or it was a video that was text to me today. Two of our people were out looking at a house in Hampton, and they sent me a video, which I'm going to ask permission and see if they'll let me post it. They sent me a video of this house they're looking at, and it was like an addition built onto the back of the house where they had moved the kitchen into this addition. Excuse me. But they did it all improperly, obviously not permitted, not allowed. And the gutters, somehow the gutters were still running through inside the house and then came down, and was the water, if it was raining, which it wasn't right now, the water would actually dump into the kitchen sink. Like they had the gutter coming through and then into the kitchen sink, which was kind of hilarious. But the best part about the video, which is why I was sharing it, why I wanted to share it, is it ended with, well, he said, have you ever seen anything like this before? Yada, yada. And then it ended with, but we love the house, we're going to buy it. And I was like, yes, that is why. That is the power of what we do. And that is the power of slow flips too, is that, mind you, they didn't clarify if this was going to be a slow flip or a rehab, but But that's the power of them, is that we almost don't care. Anything can be fixed. Anything with a house can be fixed other than a neighborhood. Any part of a house can be fixed. Anything can be fixed. And it was a slow flip. Any condition can still be sold. One of the things I try and remind people all the time with slow flips is we're not really selling the house, although we are. We're selling the financing, and the house comes with it. And I always tell people to start thinking about that in your mind, is we're selling the financing and the house comes with it. Don't be so concerned with the house, because our buyers are more concerned with their financing. How much down, how much a month? That's their big concern. The house comes with it, and they can work with it. If stuff needs to be renovated, they can work with it. I'm not sure if you are on YouTube, if you're watching that and not just listening to the podcast. Last night I did a video on two people who had a slow flip that they sold the regular slow flip method, but the person they sold it to renovated it and then sold it retail and closed on it. So they got an additional, I believe it was $33,000 in cash, a check, but they didn't wholesale a deal. They didn't rehab a deal. This was a slow flip that turned into the check. And so, so it was a great day in their camp. I think they have 11 or 12 now, and that's what we were discussing yesterday. So, so I got a few questions that were emailed on slow flips, and I didn't want to go into them today because I actually had to get out of here today, and I was a little bit of rush. But I am going to work on that tomorrow. I know a few of you emailed me some other questions on slow flips. If you have questions, do not hesitate to text me, 757-699-4227. I'm more than happy to go over everybody's stuff. That's what we're doing here. If you have questions, something that you want to discuss, just go ahead and text me, and we're going to discuss it right here. Or if you have a property that you would like to sell. I have another property that just came across, and I did not research it yet, which is why I'm not going to talk about it today. I will talk about it tomorrow. I believe I'm not going to tell you, but it's in West Haven in Portsmouth. I believe it's $60,000. I will clarify, and I will give you the information tomorrow. If you're looking for a rehab, from what I was told, this one is a major rehab, but the ARVs were 170, 180, 190. So it should work, but I want to research it myself first before I go ahead and put all the information out there. So it's all I got for you guys today. It's an easy day. I'm going to have to buy a house today, and that's the plan. I got this appointment in Magic Hollow. Hopefully I'm not going to run into you out there. I love it when I'm the only one on the appointment, and we're not competing. And do something today that your future self is going to thank you for. Make sure you do that. You set yourself free, and the world's going to line up to ask you how you did it. So start that process today. And get yourself done, set yourself free. It's a process. Don't think that just because you started today that you should be free by tomorrow. This is a lifelong process, brick by brick, like we talked about yesterday. Rome wasn't built in a day, but they never stopped laying bricks. That's all I got for you guys today. Have an absolutely fantastic day. Look forward to talking to you tomorrow, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.